Okay, the next question is, how would you describe the job of First Selectman? What are the responsibilities?
I'm glad you asked that question because one of the things that I have learned in the 8 years that I've been on the job is that this is not a typical government policy type of a job. And what I'm referring to is if you look at the position of a state representative to go to Hartford, a state senator, a U.S. congressman, a U.S. senator, those are what I call policy jobs, and they're really designed so that a citizen legislature can function. It was set up that way. The job of First Selectman is far different, and I would say that easily 95% of my job, of this job that I do today, has nothing whatsoever to do with policy or politics. It's management, and I think that that's something that is not really well understood. When you elect a First Selectman in the town of Bethel, you're actually hiring a city manager to do the day-to-day operations. And I really think a lot of people don't understand how big a job that is. This is, our town is an $80 million corporation. And I can tell you that it is far more complex than the $150 million division that I ran when I was a senior executive at Fuji Photo Film not too many years ago. And I will also tell you that it helps a great deal to come from the business world as I have, but public sector management is far, far different. There is a very steep learning curve. Now, a lot of towns in Connecticut, even our size, in fact, even a lot smaller, have gone to a system where they hire a city manager or a town manager who reports to the First Selectman or reports to the Board of Selectmen. I know that the town of Brookfield about 5 or 6 years ago tried to put that in their charter. It can be done without charter change, and I'm not advocating that. I'm just pointing out that I think the qualifications for the job are very, very important. It really is not a job that a person without the right background can do very well. They're going to have to rely on others to help them. They have to rely on department heads who may or may not be willing to help, depending on what the political situation is. It's a job that goes far, far beyond politics, and I really do think that qualifications are something that are more important today than maybe many people realize.
Okay.